Warner gave to all of us. In preparing for this blessing, I was approached by one of our initiates. He shared a personal experience he had with Officer Jane Warner, and I would love to share it with you to show the kind of person she was. When he was homeless and living in the streets of the Castro, he said it was Officer Jane Warner who made him a promise and would check in with him from time to time. She told him, "If you get your GED, I will take you out to dinner." He never got a chance to show her what those words meant to him, but remembers that it was that wonderful offer that gave him incentive to pick himself up and change his life. Unfortunately, Jane was taken from us way too soon, so never had the chance to fulfill her promise. Today, Postulant Darmageddon is here to keep that promise, to share that meal with all of us, because we all know she would want to celebrate his achievement. You see, not only did Postulant Darmageddon find a home, but also got his GED, is now in college, and is now a postulant with the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. So, I would like to introduce you to Darmageddon, and she's going to say a few words.
Hi, thank you for coming to the honor of Officer Warner. She really moved me with her...
Put it closer to your mouth. Pretend it's a penis.
Okay, thank you for coming today to honor Officer Jane Warner. She really moved me with her genuine caring for community, and not just some of the community. She cared for every one of us. So it is today that we honor her with this plaque. Thank you.
So, we have a novice Violet Bloom, who is passing out wafers. And unfortunately, we ran out of wafers today, so the only thing I could get was Annie's Bunny Graham honey flavor. So Violet, if anybody does not have a wafer yet, Violet, if you could walk around and pass it out, that would be great. So you are now being handed a wafer, or a bunny rabbit, to represent the meal that Jane wanted to have with this postulant. It represents her spirit, her passion, her commitment to this community, and her love for all of us. So, now please nosh on this wafer, and let us draw inspiration from her spirit as we rededicate ourselves to our community, our loved ones, our families, and our friends. I would now like to recite a prayer that was written for the patron saint that our fair city was named for, St. Francis of Assisi. These words truly capture the spirit of Officer Jane Warner. Goddess, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine mistress, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in the giving that we receive, and it is in the parting that we are parted, and it is in the dying that we are born to eternal life. I would like everybody to look up to the heavens and send these words to Officer Jane Warner. And please repeat after me. Jane Warner, you inspire us.
Jane Warner, you inspire us.
To help those who need our help.
To help those who need our help.
Jane Warner, you inspire us.
Jane Warner, you inspire us.
To dedicate ourselves to community service.
To dedicate ourselves to community service.
Jane Warner, you inspire us.
Jane Warner, you inspire us.
Blessed be this blessed day.
Blessed be this blessed day.
Saturday, February 4th, 2012.
Saturday, February 4th, 2012.
Amen.
Amen.
Women.
Women.
And all the rest.
The others.
Go for it. Send some
And now, sisters and others of you who have rose petals, I would like to prepare the space in front of Jane Warner's plaque. I would like you to sprinkle our community with random acts of kindness. So anybody who has rose petals or glitter, please come up here and sprinkle the ground in front of the plaque with your rose petals and glitter. The plaque is up here. It's right up here. And while that is occurring, and before we hand off the megaphone to some of our speakers, I'm going to have Sister Pat Leather talk about a little giveaway or a takeaway that we're going to have today. Hold on. Pat?
Hello, everybody. One of the things that Jane encouraged all of us to do was to stay safe. One of the things that the sisters have done is create a campaign called Stop the Violence. I'm sure you've seen these signs all over the neighborhood. It basically declares any space that's carrying this sign as a safe haven if you find yourself under attack, assault, intimidation, or just feel uncomfortable and need to feel safe. So remember this sign. Today the sisters, as part of the Stop the Violence campaign, have bought packets to hand out to each and every one of you. If you have one, you don't need to take one. If you don't have one, please carry one with you. There's safety information on how to stay safe in the streets. There's a whistle. Most people call them a rape whistle, but it's a whistle that you can blow and call for attention and help. There's some condoms and some lube in case you get lucky, but most of all, we want you guys to stay safe. So we're going to be handing these packets out. Also, this campaign cannot survive without funding. If you feel it in your heart, please make a donation. Anything you can give will help us to buy more supplies, more whistles, safety packets, lube, and condoms to help keep people safe. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to thank everybody for coming here today to pay tributes to our friend Jane Warner. As many of you know, on October 10th of 2010, the San Francisco Board of Supervisors voted overwhelmingly to name this plaza in honor of Jane Warner. This legislation was spearheaded by Supervisor Bevan Duffy. We thank you for being here today. Very unique position as a San Francisco Patrol Special Police Officer to help her community. She was here for everybody, whether you had 2 legs or 4 legs. With that, I want to thank everybody once again. We had Senator Leno scheduled to speak, but he got tied up, so we have a representative from his office.
Yeah, Anna.
Hi, thank you and welcome. As Alan said, the senator's very sorry he couldn't make it, but he asked me to say a few words on his behalf in honor of Jane, who has been there for so many of us at so many times. I know that the senator is very grateful for the moments that she helped him out, keeping the Castro and the neighborhood safe in his role as supervisor then and throughout the years, and also as a citizen. And as for myself, I've had multiple opportunities to meet Jane, and she helped me. I first met her one night when a group of us were at the corner of 18th and Castro. It was really late. We were campaigning, and it was probably 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. She came back by with a box of warm donuts and her phone number and said, call me anytime. And then she came back at 6 o'clock in the morning to check on us. That was Jane. And so thank you to Jane. Thank you to all the patrol specials that carry on her work and today and in the future. And thank you to each of you as we gather to honor Jane's memory. Thank you.
What about the rainbow flag, Scott?